Alright guys, this is a review of why the Nexus 6 sucks. And it's not a review of the phone itself. I actually really like the phone. I think the hardware is great. I think the software is great. You'll see my honest review of the Nexus 6 coming up here in a few days. But for now, this is more of a rant and a discussion about why the Nexus 6 doesn't live up to my expectations, okay? The biggest thing for me is that I'm a one-handed phone guy. Okay, and so what I mean by that is I like to have a device that I can easily operate in one hand, something that doesn't feel bulky and huge in my pants, something that I can use every day with one hand, whether I'm walking around town and have a coffee in this hand, or whether I'm, writing notes down and want to do something in this hand, or whether I'm simply, carrying something in this hand and want to use my phone with the other hand. I don't want a device where I have to stop, pull the phone out of my pocket or out of my coat pocket and have to use two hands to operate it. And I physically cannot do that with this device. The screen is far too big. I can't even reach the corner if I try. And if I shuffle around, I might be afraid to drop it because it's so heavy and so big, and so I can't reach the buttons at the bottom. It's a device for two hands, held firmly in one hand, operated by the next. The 6-inch display, obviously, is what causes that. And while this is a current top-of-the-line brand new device from Google and Motorola, they have failed to offer a smaller size device, right? The Nexus 5, for me right now, is my daily driver. I love my Nexus 5. It's been my best phone here for the last year. Stock Android software, great camera, wireless charging, all the great features that you like, or that I like about this LG phone. In a size that I can easily operate with one hand, something that I'm comfortable using. Great ROM support, great customization, And so what I really wanted was a smaller size Nexus 6, or a Nexus 6 that was the same 5 inches, but I didn't get it. I got a huge phablet here that I can't use. My hands are average size. The average size male hand is 7.4 inches from wrist to fingertip. My hands are 7.2, so they're very close to average size. And Google have basically left me in the dust because I can't use this phone with one hand. The alternatives, people might be thinking, oh, well, just go ahead and get a Moto X, 2014 Moto X. Well, no, I don't want a 2014 Moto X because the camera is crappy, the battery life is crappy, it doesn't have wireless charging. There's plenty of reasons why Moto X is not a Nexus 6 scaled down. If people might be thinking, oh, we'll get a Droid Turbo. Well, that's fine, but the Droid Turbo, I don't have Verizon in my area, so I can't get a Droid Turbo. Or somebody might be saying, oh, well, Google doesn't have to cater to you. And it's like, no, they don't have to cater to me, but they should cater to the millions of people who appreciate a smaller size phone. I mean, look at Apple. Look at what Apple has done with the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. They've released two flagship devices at the same time, one that is larger, one that is smaller, that suits both people's preferences, or not both people, but millions of people's preferences, whether they choose a smaller size phone or whether they choose a larger size phone. And with the iPhone, you could have both phones and they could both be running the same suite of apps. And, Apple really nailed it when they created the iPhone 6 and the 6 Plus. I think they did a really good job in terms of sort of covering the market for size and what people prefer. And so it's really frustrating, coming from somebody who really loves Android and really wants to love this device. I mean, it's a premium feel. It has all the features that you want in a top-of-the-line new phone, except it's too big. And again, too big for me. It's not too big for everybody. It's just too big for me. And it's really frustrating that I can't own a top-of-the-line phone or phablet or whatever that runs stock software at a decent price that I can use comfortably in one hand. Apparently, it's the death of the small smartphone here, or maybe we'll see a resurgence here in the near future where smaller size phones have a comeback when people want to carry something around in one hand. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to check out everything else I have on YouTube, as well as the honest review of the Nexus 6 coming up here soon, and rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.